Hello and welcome back to Sleeperbbq. Thank you for joining us. We hope you watch the end of the video, and we hope you check out more videos. My name is Lance. I'll be the host today, and today we're going to be cooking a rotisserie chicken on the Weber kettle. But most of all, we're going to be testing out the new, to me, FVVL wireless thermometer. We're going to be putting it through a couple tests to see, exactly what it does. We're going to be double checking the temps with our Thermopen, and that's about it. We're going to be seasoning it up and making it turn. So we'll bring you back here shortly. All right, we're back. So hopefully you can see in the camera. All I'm really going to do is just season this thing up. And it's going to be lunch, breakfast, or lunch sandwiches throughout the week. So I'm getting a little bit of butter up underneath the skin, getting more of that buttery flavor. And then we're going to season it up. So today I'm going to be using Uncle Steve's Competition Bird Shake. Hopefully that is in the camera. And I'm also going to use some heathriles honey rub. And of course we're going to probably spray it with duck fat on the top of it. So let's give a little bit of this duck fat spray on it. Again, just as a binder, and I'll probably spray it again during the cook, because I do think it helps with the skin color. Alright, let's take it to the next step. So with this FVVL wireless thermometer, there is a ring, which I'm sure is not going to show up on the camera, but there's a ring right here, and that ring has to be in past the meat. So don't leave that ring outside of it. It's what they actually call the safety ring. And I'm just going to stick this right into the breast. Trying to decide how I want, because I want to get a little bit of that thigh meat temperature. It'll go in like something like this. I got a probe right there, or the spit forks right there, so I don't want to do that. So let's put it up here, and I'm clearly deeper than that safety ring. Alright, so, and I'll go through the instructions here a little bit shortly, but I need to get this bird on here before I lose all my cold. But so, and it's already set at Celsius, so I'll have to change that to Fahrenheit. Hopefully you can. I'll need to go on a website to do so. So it says it's 7.6 degrees Celsius, which is going to sort of mess up because my Thermopen is Fahrenheit. But, and I'm going to try and be, go into relatively the same spots. And this says it's 50, 43, 42, 40. All right, so we got this bird on the rotisserie. Let's get him turning. And I'm going to throw in some chunks of pecan wood. And I'll throw some more in later. Alright, let's go through some of the setup settings here. It was pretty simple. I'm not a computer guy at all. I'm computer stupid. But it was really, really easy for me. I mean, the first part of the book, it clearly tells you about, setting the safety ring. Make sure that it is probed beyond the protein surface. Well, it didn't say protein, I said protein. But then it walks you go to the, whether you go to the App Store or the Google Play Store. Then it goes into getting started. You know, again, making sure that you have that ring in there. Make sure that the probe is fully charged. That's the, I don't know if I maybe just went back in. That's the charge port for it. 20 minutes before using it, make sure it's plugged in. Piece of cake. Then of course you got to turn on the Bluetooth for your cell phone, which I don't always have on, but it is on now. Then all you have to do really is to, after you have the lap downloaded and you open the app and turn it on, all you have to do is take this probe and have your phone next to it in order for it to automatically pair with your cell phone. So there's no stuff there that you have to do. Thank God. So it just walks through, you know, the procedures to get it starting. You know, you just click to add to menu, and you grant it permission to link up with your Bluetooth. Then there's settings. You have to authenticate the system, the policy system, and then you push the barbecue start app. Let the Bluetooth device and the probe start working. So as it says, it's working. And again, I'm not a computer guy, but I changed it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Extremely easy. All you can do is go up to the tools bar, to the icon up there for the tools, and then you just simply change it over to Celsius. So far I'm really liking this thing. When I did change it over to Fahrenheit, it was pretty much spot on with the Thermopen. When I checked it at 47, it actually said 46, so I'm happy. I think that's about it. You know, and it goes into other things as far as, you know, setting your temperature ratings. You choose your meat, your protein that you're going to use. Once you choose your protein, it automatically sets it to a you know, the standards for cooking chicken, pork, whatever. But it does that automatically, and you can adjust it whether you want it to be rarer or more well done. So I like that too. It was pretty cool. I think that's about it. Other than, you know, it's going to alert you when it's finished. You can select the cook time or override the cook time. There's a lot of different features with this thing that I'm still learning, so we'll bring it back here shortly. Okay, so one of the first tests I did, in the booklet, it pre-warned you. I mean, they're up front. They're saying that, you know, if you're using a kettle cooker or a ceramic Kamado type egg, if you close the dome, your distance from the Bluetooth connection from the probe to your phone is going to be shortened. Now, without the dome on, or dome closed, you're supposed to reach up to 165 feet. It warns you that if you close the dome on those two cookers, any cooker for that matter, that you're probably going to be restricted to 25 feet. My test just came up with, actually this is a 25-foot tape. I didn't break out any of the new tapes or bigger tapes, but I actually got 38 feet from the kettle before I lost signal, so that's better than 25. Alright, so test number 2. This one was maybe a little bit of a bummer, but, you know, to be honest with you, I really don't know if it's really fair and accurate. It probably is, but I was only able to measure out 110 feet without standing in the street. And, you know, letting the cars mow me over as I stand out there, and my wife stands out there holding the cell phone and I'm holding the measuring tape. So I got, 107 feet before it had lost connection. And that was with the kettle lid open, was 107 feet. Okay, let me just say something here. I didn't feel like I really gave it an honest effort, and that's probably not even accurate, but I wanted to give it another chance, to be fair to the company that sent me this FVVL wireless thermometer, and I wanted to try the long distance measurement again. So I actually did make it out to 151 feet with the dome off of the kettle. Now, when I reached 151 feet, I did lose connection, but I stood there just for a minute while waiting for cars to go by so I could cross back into my property, and I noticed it regained its signal. I did not go over the guardrail and down the hill and into the woods. I just thought that would just be a little extreme, and I probably, without a doubt, would have lost signal, because it's about a, I don't know, maybe a 10-15 foot drop before I go into the woods over there. But you know, so I did reach out to 151 feet. You know, would this thing to 165 feet? You know, I don't know. I can't say honestly, because I didn't reach 165 feet, but I think it's a possibility under perfect conditions. You know, I think it could happen, but unfortunately I did not get out to 165 feet, but 151 feet, I'm not complaining personally. That's my opinion. So I wanted to give it a second effort. I just felt like I sort of shortchanged it a little bit the first time, and but I'm happy. I think it's pretty good. Okay, we'll bring it back. All right, we're going to conduct another temp check to see if they're agreeing. Right now, hopefully you can see it. The FVVL is reading 136 degrees Fahrenheit internal temp. So let's bring that bird up to where about the probe is. Man, she's looking good too. Cut it off. And let's see what the Thermopen has to say about that. Trying to get it in where the FVVL is. It says 138. The FVVL is reading 137.8. Let me just bring up a couple other points here. And I apologize for the background noise. You can tell it has stopped raining temporarily since Friday. Today is Sunday, so it's Friday, Saturday all day. This morning it rained a little bit, and it's supposed to storm. It's supposed to come back in later on. I hope to get my grass cut. But a couple other things I have noted as we went along is that when you took the lid off, you actually noticed, you know, the FVVL thermometer will drop temps as normal, and then when you close the lid, I mean, it came right back up to temp within seconds. The other thing I want to say is that, you know, when I was measuring the distances, you know, I tried to stay in line with the kettle. So, I mean, I didn't veer off, you know, 30 feet one way or the other for the most part. Well, actually, the first time I did, when I got 107 feet, I was nowhere near in line with the FVVL / kettle and kettle. But when I got the 151 feet total, I was in line with that kettle and the thermometer. And again, it did drop, but it found it again. It, you know, I guess it had to search. Again, I'm not a computer guru. The other thing that I noticed is that even when it lost connection, it still kept its cook time. So it counts down, as you can see up here. When I regained connection, it went right back in line. So it didn't, well, I guess maybe it didn't totally lose connection. I don't know. Okay, it did actually alert. I have it on vibrate. I didn't change it over to a sound, which I'm assuming you can. I guess I guess I was wrong about that too. So my phone went off and I said, who's calling me now? And it actually vibrated when the time went off and it called me. All right, the wireless meat probe just kicked over to 169. The thermopin is saying the same exact thing, if y'all can see that. So the bird is really looking good. It's done. Just going to give it a little turn on here so y'all can see the bird. The butter that I used in it really, as it melted, obviously, I lost some of my seasonings and my barks on top because of the butter, but I'll trade the seasonings for the butter flavors. We'll bring it back. Alright, so we're off the rotisserie, the Weber, and we're just going to let them cool down right now. Alright, so while we're letting that bird rest a little bit, I'm pretty happy with this FVVL, to be honest with you. And it's 100% being honest. That's why I wanted to go out and try the long distance measurement again, just so I'm fair to the company and fair to the people that are watching the video. I reached 151 feet. It did drop connection once, but it came right back. I'm going across a 2-lane street, and I was almost into the woods before I'd stopped, just before getting to that 165 feet. So could it do actual 165 feet as claimed? I think there's a possibility, but I'm not going to say 100% sure or not, but I would say that there is a good possibility that it could reach 165 feet in a perfect environment. So along with this, hopefully you can see everything. I'll get a little closer to the camera. This is its charging station that it comes with. Obviously, the probe itself, and you're not going to be able to see it, but there's a safety ring that they call it. And that safety ring right here has to be under the meat surface. Charged up in 20 minutes. It's got its own little box. It also comes with the USB charge cable. It does not come with the plug-in, just the cable itself. So I'll take a couple pictures of the booklet that it comes with. And again, I'm not computer literate. I'd say this booklet is a booklet, FVVL wireless thermometer booklet for dummies, because it worked for me. Okay, so it's only rested for about 10 minutes. Steam's still rolling off this thing, but I want to get a picture for the camera using my dalstrong pitmaster knife. I'm not calling myself a pitmaster, but that's what dalstrong calls a knife. And I don't know if you can tell it or not from the cutting board, but this thing is just full of juice. I want that skin. Man, that thing is still piping hot. Oh my. Sorry, Mama. I'm having these dalstrongs. These things are sweet. Super sharp knives. Yum yum. That's all I gotta say. So this is going to be the end of my review for this FVVL wireless meat thermometer. Would I buy one? My answer is going to be yes. I love cooking with the rotisserie. Everything I have is wired, so unless you want to buy extra cullets for the spit shaft and thread the wire through it, and so that the wire doesn't twist around the shaft and all that, it's not worth it to me. This thing was extremely accurate. Proofs on the film. I got close or further away than it said with the dome closed on the Weber kettle. And I couldn't reach out to 165 feet without going down a hill and into the woods, but I did reach 151 feet. The chicken is cooked perfectly. It's just plenty moist, tons of flavor, and I owe that to Heathriles honey rub, Uncle Steve's competition bird shake. Both these rubs are really good. Uncle Steve's stuff I've been really focusing on lately, and I gotta tell you, this Uncle Steve is some good stuff, from rubs to his no-name sauce, or his sauce with no name rather. What else can I say? You know, I did add butter under the skin at the beginning of the cook, so you know that could play something to do with the flavor, I'm sure, but probably even the moisture of it. It's just a spot-on bird. Absolutely love it. I will do it again, and I will be using that FVVL thermometer. And they did not pay me to do this video, not with currency, but you know, they sent me the thermometer. They reached out in the email and asked me if I'd be willing to do a review of their thermometer. And I said, heck yeah, you know, I'll do it. I've been wanting one anyway, and I feel like I gave it a fair shake. And as I've said several times already, I'll be using it again. I enjoyed it. It made the rotisserie cook a whole lot more convenient. And I'll add pictures of the instruction book with its specifications, and then the Amazon purchase link and stuff like that in the description in the video once I get that far. So right now I've got grass to cut, trash to haul off. I still have a half day's work and a quarter day's time. So thanks for watching. This is Lance with sleeperbbq, and as always, if you would please subscribe, give me a thumbs up on the video, and you can click that bell for notifications if you like. The subscription is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps me and sleeperbbq. Thanks again. We'll talk to you next time.